Hey everyone, Coach Katie here, and we're here for week three's manual. And this week is oftentimes the hardest week for people because you've done something now for 2 weeks and you probably stuck with it pretty closely for the last 2 weeks. But someone this week is going to bring cookies into the office and you are going to want one. And that is pretty challenging and it's hard to say no. So my suggestion is to maybe just not say no just one time. If someone brings in cookies and you're just jonesing for a cookie, just have one. Because otherwise, all you're doing is thinking about that cookie and how good it probably tastes. And all you want is that cookie. And then you're going to go home and you're going to either stop for crumble cookie on the way home and eat a cookie the size of your head and feel like crap later, mentally and emotionally about it and physically, or you're going to go home and eat cookies, all of them in your pantry. So if someone brings a cookie into the office this week, just have a little bit and just write it off as we have freedom in life and we just have to have it or else we might go crazy. So I think I even talk about that on the next page. So here we are. Yes, here we go. I talk about cookies. I love cookies. All right. Minimizing myself. Week 3, you're here. Way to go. This week's tough because someone will bring cookies into the office this Thursday. You haven't had cookies for 3 weeks. You want one so bad. Have it. Then move on. The more you think about that cookie, the more you want it. The more you go home Thursday night and raid the pantry or stop for a McFlurry because you can't handle it any longer. I hope it's a very good cookie. Head over to the Fit Forever group and say hi to all the new ladies this week and encourage them to start something new just like you did. Your to-do list for this week, meal prep, should be getting faster. Download the week 3 meal plan. Keep tracking your food in the app. And there should not be a check mark next to the word needed, but it's there. Watch the replay of the call last week if you didn't catch it live. And check out the new habits for this week below. Coaching tips. Feeling overwhelmed with all the things. If you can't get your workouts in right now, it's okay. Moving your body weight up a hill on a walk is resistance training. And however, this is so small. Most of the time we quit things when it feels out of control. And that happens when you don't have a plan, which is why we do the time blocking worksheet. Follow the triple F system. Time blocking is just fitting in your walks. Like put that in your schedule, fit the walks in. And the triple S system, I will talk about that right now. Triple S, start small. We're on our habits, we started very small. The first week, some of you maybe only just worked on single ingredient foods 80% of the time if you couldn't feel like 90% made sense to you. That's small. The top 3 things that first week, those things were small. Then we schedule them. We schedule our day to meal prep. We schedule our walks. And then we stick to them. And we stick to them by posting a win in the group. You're encouraged to do that every week on Wednesdays. Post your wins. And we stick to them. We stick to them by filling out our survey at the end of the week. And we stay accountable by writing our report so that we know, okay, we're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing. And then we post selfies in the group of us working out, things like that, just to feel like, yes, I am on track. I've got this. I'm sticking to it. That is the triple S system, and it does not fail. Okay, feels too much this week. Next week is a workbook catch-up week, and actually every week is a workbook catch-up week. But really, next week you're having that time to catch up on on Facts and Future if you didn't finish it yet. That should be done just so you have those facts done. So catch up on that next week if you don't have it done. And then the next page. Well, now, there we go. Daily Fit Forever 7 metabolic method. Last week we worked on expanding the first 3. This week we're going to add in one habit to it. Your habit is in the app when they're there. Eat single ingredient foods 90% of the time. Eat at least 5 servings of protein. We're increasing this again, and now we should hopefully be at 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. Take a minimum 20-minute walk every day, or 2 10-minute walks, or we're just an active person who hits over 7,500 steps regardless. Like, I'm just very active. I play pickleball for an hour and a half every day, and I get a lot of steps in there. I play soccer. I dance. For me to go take a walk, I don't personally have the time to do that, but I hit 10,000 plus steps every day. 7,500 is the minimum that I believe someone needs to hit in order to boost metabolism and keep it revved. So if you're just an active person who's already hitting that, you don't have to purposefully be taking the walk. Drink 60 ounces of water by 1 p.m. and 30 ounces by 5 p.m. That gets us to 90 ounces. No social media for the first 30 minutes in the morning, working on decreasing stress now. This is our new habit. And to be honest, the stress one is the only subjective habit here. There's no way to really track our stress unless you get a Whoop. And if you have a Whoop, I can talk to you about how to track your stress on there. I have one. I think it's kind of cool, but it's been dead for 6 weeks and I haven't tracked my stress, I guess, for that amount of time. But I have this amazing tan line, so I can't take it off. And it just looks cool. But if you have a Whoop, let me know. I can tell you how you can track your stress. That's the only non-subjective way to track it. But otherwise, you're just going to work on decreasing stress to where you start to feel like you're at a level 2 out of 10. Some of you might be there already, but I'll tell you, if you're doing everything on paper that feels right and for some reason the scale's not moving, if some big stressful thing in your life is happening right now and you can't move past it, that is elevating your cortisol. Higher your cortisol is, the slower your metabolism is, honestly, and the slower that you burn fat. So until we can decrease that cortisol level and we can just feel this sense of calm over our lives, until that happens, we're gonna have a really hard time moving past this stress piece. So I do want to emphasize, week 3, we have to talk about stress. If you want a really good message from my pastor on just feeling confident in life and emotions and just getting out of this like emotional strain, emotional stress, I can send you that if that's up your alley. It's not everybody, but that one's a really great one too. So you can post asking for that and I'll send it. And then maybe I'll just add it in the messages and it'll just come to you. And those of you that want to watch it, you can, but I really feel like it's pretty captivating. So anyway, really working on decreasing stress. And that is that's probably the biggest of the 7 that you need to solve is decreasing stress so that you can finally decrease that cortisol, the strain on your body, and you can finally burn fat. One other piece about stress, you could be putting too much stress on your body with the amount of working out that you're doing. If you're working out 6-7 days a week and they're hard and you sweat at all 6 and 7 workouts, that's too much stress on your body. To be honest, I work out 3 to 4 times per week for 30 minutes and it's heavy strength training, but it's 30 minutes and I play pickleball, which is my LISS training, low intensity steady state cardio. And I never had to do grueling workouts in order to lose weight because the more that you do those, the more that your body expects that you do grueling workouts, and the more grueling workouts you have to do, the longer you have to do them for in order to burn fat. And then all of a sudden your body's like, I'm in overdrive, I can't do anything, and it shuts down and it stores fat. So if you're doing the workouts that I program for you, that you set up in the beginning, and you're doing some on the side and you're not seeing change, that could be why. You have to decrease that stress. Okay, I hope that this found you well. Ask questions where you have them, and we will see you tomorrow for the mindset training. Chat soon.